Yeah, my name's Brent Hoare, living up here in Katoomba in the Blue Mountains and working with the GreenCooling Association. Look, it's a pretty obscure little backwater of the global warming debate, I'd have to say, but I've been working on this issue for around about 10 years. To be quite frank, the big groups who should know better are asleep on this issue. HFCs have been really quite forgotten and are a much larger contribution to global warming emissions than is popularly understood. So, I mean, this doesn't come as a surprise to any of us really who've been working in the field. It's been long known that the CFCs themselves were really powerful global warming gases, as well as being very bad for the ozone layer. But I guess, you know, got to hand it to the spin doctors in the fluorocarbon industry, who very cleverly convinced us that that the problem was fixed with all of the CFC-free stickers that people probably remember seeing on their fridges from the early 90s. Although it was probably a textbook case of a deceptive environmental marketing campaign where they're making claims about one aspect of the product but completely failing to mention the very, very powerful global warming impacts that the HFCs still have. And people really are very shocked at the science that's now just this week coming out about what a large slice of the pie of the hydrofluorocarbon HFC emissions are going to be down the track. As soon as 2020, 2030, we're looking at anywhere between 9 to 19% of global warming emissions, or by 2050 up to 45% of global warming emissions could be coming from HFCs if we follow a business as usual scenario. Short-term, fast-acting climate mitigation potential and opportunities available to us by phasing out the use of these gases. Any moves to phase down our use of CO2, important as they are, they're by definition long-term measures. And it's really the short-term, low-hanging fruit opportunities that have got to be the priority of the international community in the lead up to Copenhagen. So from this perspective, the atmosphere looks like a really big thing that humans could never have an impact on. But what we really need to realise is that it is in fact like a thin film or a skin around an onion, so much more vulnerable to human disruption than we had been previously thought.